Hey guys, I'm Mike Burns and I am here with my sail of choice for 2020, and it is the 2020 Severne Freek. This is Severne's lightweight freestyle sail that's not just good for freestyle, it's good for everyone. So whether you're into bump and jump, blasting, you're learning to jibe, you're learning to chop hop, you're working on tacking, having a lightweight 5-batten stable sail that's powerful is a good thing for everyone, even the foilers. So what I'm going to do is give you the rundown of why I like the sail. So I'll go through the performance of the sail, what you can expect from that first, and then there's so many little details that Severne really put some effort into, and it really shows, from the build quality to just the little things that make life easier while we want to go sailing and get on the water quicker. We've built it all into these sails right here. So first up, performance-wise, what I'm looking for in a sail is what you should be looking for in a sail. I want a sail that's powerful. When it's powerful, I can get on the water on a smaller sail sooner and have more fun. When the sail's smaller, when it's lighter, when it's more compact, we can do things easier with it. Whether it's learning to tack, whether it's learning to jibe, you put a beginner on the sail and they can move it around easier than a sail that weighs more. So lightweight is key, but at the same time, we don't want to give up any durability. What you can expect is to feel a slightly more powerful sail for 2020. It's going to be the same lightweight it used to be. Construction is going to be pretty much on par for what it was. What they did for 2020 was they enlarged the luff sleeve. So when you enlarge the luff sleeve, it leaves a little more extra material to move either direction. I was concerned when they did that it was going to affect the ducking of the sail, because the battens, they're more free to move around now than they used to be. It doesn't affect the ducking of the sail. It's still the easiest sail to duck, to set up for all the new school freestyle tricks than ever before, so it works great. Then after you have the sail ducks, here's where it comes into play. When you push on the sail, or even if you're trying to learn a forward, or if you're trying to pump onto a plane, like on a foil, when you want to pump in your low underpower to get the foil going, that mast sleeve will expand and contract and expand and contract. And when it does that, it fills up with air, so it kind of gives you a little more power to get going with every single pump. On top of that, they tightened off the leech a bit for this year. So when you tighten the leech, it keeps the air in the sail. So when you pump the sail, or when you push on the sail to go for a burner, or you jump up, you want to go for a forward, it's going to take the air from the back of the sail and move it forward and keep it there. So every time you pop the board, every time you pump the sail, you're going to get more out of it no matter what you're doing. Whether you're on the foil trying to get going, or you're backwinded flying through double culos like Amato down in Bonaire. Now the 2020 Freek is compatible with the Cyclops Extension. What is the Cyclops Extension? This is a loop and go system from Severne for the downhaul. We've known about the loop and go outhauls. It's made our life a lot easier. Just loop it around, outhaul the sail. It's real quick. Now we've got it for the downhaul as well. So you just simply take the rope that's already built in. It's built in with a handle, loop it through the pulleys. Then you loop it down through the single pulley on the side of the extension, and then pull on the handle, tighten up your sail, and you're off to the water. These are available, the Cyclops Extensions are available in aluminum and carbon in both 24 and 36 centimeter lengths. Now, while we're flying through our aerial moves, we usually tend to crash a few thousand times before we actually land them. So we got to make sure the sail can take a beating. So here we are at the foot of the sail. Severne has chosen the EM4 material. It's their most durable, lightweight X-ply material that they have. This is the part of the sail we're going to be bouncing off of when we're trying to learn new tricks. All right, you wipe out, your hands are here, your body's here, and you go in the water. Keep in mind, this is also the area when you're in the water. Maybe you're out in some waves or something, but the nose of the board, or you're tacking the sail around to spin it around to water start, this is where your nose of the board's going to be rubbing. So on top of having the most durable, lightweight version of the X-Ply, the EM4, they also have a nice rubber bottom foot of the sail going all the way up to stop any chafing on the board, or the non-skid of the board from having any seams come apart. Now you'll also notice there's no seams along here, and they've rolled over the material right here to avoid any seam chafing. So when that board's coming around, you have the non-skid on the nose, on the tail, and the board's rubbing here. You don't have to worry about the seams coming unchafed and undone, and you lose time with your brand new sails. So they've done a great job with the foot panel. Here's another example of Severne using their brain. They want it easy for us to use while it serves a purpose and is lightweight. So we have the mast pad. This protects the board from the mast, you know, when you're crashing or you're turning around or something. It's just a nice simple Velcro closure at the bottom, nice and easy to use anytime, so it's easy to do and easy to get undone. It rolls up. They use a neoprene pad in the front here, so when you roll it up, it's nice and up and stays out of the way. So when you're downhauling the sail, it stays tucked up. It's not in the way. It's easy to take care of the pulleys and run your lines and everything. And when you're done, it just flips down nice, you Velcro it, and you're ready to go. So moving up from the bottom of the sail, what we're doing is we're moving to the main panel of the sail. Now keep in mind, like I said before, we're trying to be smart about where we need the durability and smart about how to lighten things up. And it's not just about the overall lightness of the sail. You can't just put it on a scale, although the Freek is going to come in at 5 battens, the same weight as pretty much the lightest sails on the market with the 4 battens even. So, and they do that by putting the materials in the right place, using their brains. All right, so we're going to have a monofilm main panel, and we're using monofilm because this is the crispest material available over X-ply and stuff like that. X-ply it's either heavier or it stretches, and that's really not what you want for a main panel of a high performance sail. All right. On the outer edge, we're going to have the EM4 again. This is really durable, really light. We didn't use this further because it stretches a little more than the monofilm. You don't want a stretchy sail that's just going to inflate and deflate when you don't want it to. All right, so even for this outer edge here, we still ended up putting some spider fiber. Now the spider fiber are fiberglass stringers that keep this material from stretching. And think about it, the clew's over here, so all the sail pressure from all over the sail is pulling on this one point. So we don't want this point to stretch, so we've got the fiberglass stringers, the spider fiber, running right to the clew. They were able to lighten up the weight of the clew. A lot of brands will just layer up material after material after material throughout this whole section just to build up the strength to hold the tension from the sail. Severne has, again, laid in those fiberglass stringers to reduce tension and spread the load over more area of the sail without necessarily adding a ton of weight to the clew. The further you get from the center of effort, the lighter you're going to need your sail to be to give, not only just make it light on the scale, but make it feel light in your hands. All right, so we have a nice crisp monofilm window. It's going to keep us locked in. We have a nice durable leech to the sail. And then we move over to the front of the sail where we have a Dacron patch. So with the Dacron panel, it also gives us a better pump with the sail. So if we want to go foiling, every pump we make, that'll stretch out nice and deep. And it'll give us a spring back. So when you pump, it stretches, it springs back, it gives you half the effort and twice the amount of juice with every pump you take. It's the same thing when you're backwinding the sail for all the new school tricks, so a burner or a culo. When you push on the sail, it acts like a spring and just makes you launch even higher in the air than ever before. So for freestyle, the new design is simply incredible, and that extra stretch you get out of the luff just enhances that. So they did a really, really nice job as far as performance goes. The power's increased, the stability's still there. You don't lose anything on the high end from the sails from last year, but you do gain a little bit on the low end. And for foiling, these are better than ever because of the pumpability, the tighter leech. You can get on the foil on a really tiny sail and go. And then for freestyle, I'm doing things on the 4.8 that I used to only be able to do on the 4.4. So, you know, my learning ability in lighter wind has increased as well. Another thing they did durability-wise was they added some little material on the ends of the battens to help from chafing on the ground. They're on both sides of the sail, so it doesn't matter which side you rig on. But it's a lightweight material. It's only a little spot where the sail would normally rub on the pavement if you're rigging in a parking lot. Now here's something I appreciate a little more than I thought I would originally. It's the Hex 4 tool. So not only does it open a beer at the end of the day, but it adjusts your battens on your sail, it adjusts your foot straps, and it adjusts your fin screw. So basically anything that can loosen up on the water, this little guy can adjust. And the best part about it is that it is stored inside the bottom of your sail. So it's there whenever you need it. And it comes with every board and every sail that Severne makes. So that's the 2020 Severne Freek in a nutshell. It is durable, it is powerful, it's got tons of pop, and it is super light, which helps everyone in windsurfing when you have a light sail. All right, So whether you're bumping, jumping it, learning some jives, or a freestyle PWA top pro, this is going to be the sail you want to get. If you have any questions about it, feel free to email us to the shop or check us out online at www.oceanairsports.com. See you at the beach.